Radio Man here. The next part of the video, we're going to clean this out here. So we have some, basically I'm outside today, and just so you guys can kind of see. Stand back a little bit. So I am wearing something to kind of keep all the dust and crap out of my nose. I'm doing this outside. I was actually outside leaf blowing today, so first thing we're going to do is use some air to blow. Oh, here, put this back down here so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So we're going to use some air to clean this thing out, and like I said, we're going to use that to get some of the big stuff out. And then I have a set of these are like electronics brushes. There's an assortment of them in here to kind of get in there, and they're designed for this type of work. The mask is getting in my way talking. So the first thing we're going to try to do is get all that crap out. I don't want to do that inside. I don't want to breathe all that in. Not because I'm afraid of it, but it's just going to give me like a runny nose, and I'll be hacking and coughing, and so we'll do it outside. So anyways, just wanted to show you that. I'll kind of just show what I'm doing here. So anyways, let me get my air blower out here. Should be able to. You guys didn't actually think I was going to use a leaf blower, did you? Anyways, put that back down there. So, just going to use a standard electronics duster, which is what this is designed for. Shouldn't hurt anything in here. The one thing that I do like to do is when I break this stuff up into phases, I tested this radio beforehand, so after I'm done cleaning, I am going to turn it on to make sure that I haven't made anything worse, because it's always easier to go back and retrace your steps. If for some reason this thing doesn't turn on after or whatever, it's much easier to deal with the problem rather than all the way at the end. So when I'm done cleaning this, I'll just do a quick function check of it. So anyways, let me just get started here, and I may speed the video up so you guys don't have to see all this, but just like a tear gas grenade, tear off the tab, and here we go. Stand that up like that, because when you hold this can at an angle, it shoots the liquid out. Oh yeah. So many dust bunnies. Man, these cans get cold when you're giving them the business. Spin it around. The other side's not too bad. Probably because, that was not exposed as much, but we'll still give this a good cleaning. There's quite a bit of crap and dust bunnies coming out of here when I do this. Ugh. Gross. We'll give her once more on the inside before we hit her with the brushes. Loosened up quite a bit of crap, which is good. Oh yeah, I gotta get inside quite a bit of crap inside the switches. Oh man, that can is cold. All right, that should be good. think I'm gonna have to hit those with the brushes. Let's move things. Just gonna use a big brush to hit the covers like this, just to get the crap off. Huh. Oh, that's from the air duster. You guys see what I'm doing here? Not really. Yeah, let's do this. I mean, I'm sure people know how to clean these things, but it's just gonna make it easier on me when I'm got this thing indoors and I'm working on it and you're handling all this crap. It's giving you a friggin' runny nose. Some sort of corrosion here where the plating came off. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. Alright. I would say that's good for the covers. Well, the dust bunny's off the table. Ooh-wee. A lot of shit in there. Alright, so I got a selection of brushes and tools in here. So kind of show you guys. Like I said, these are just electronics. There's like a whole assortment of different. This one's a little thicker, you know, some are softer. I think what I'm going to do is start out with this one here, which is a little bit of a thicker bristle, and you know, this is soft enough it shouldn't you know, adjust any of the pots or anything like that. And the aim here is to loosen up the crap that didn't come out with the air duster. Could I cause a problem doing this? I could, but I will just have to deal with the problem if I create one. I don't think so. I mean, like I said, if there's something this brush is going to knock loose, it was probably going to come loose at some point. And I don't know if you can see that quite on the camera, but a lot of stuff is loosening up. So after I'm done here, this will get hit again. I don't know. This is the frequency counter here. Let's take a look in there. Looks pretty clean. The caps look okay too. Well, I say they look okay, but it's still going to get recapped. But so anyway, so just getting in here with the long bristle brush and just an attempt to loosen up any crap, and then we'll hit it again. And this will help when it's sitting on your desk and you're using it. Any odors that might come out of it when it starts to heat up. That's all I'm really doing. You can see the dust. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. All the spots where there's dust, I'm going to be handling this board while I'm working on it. And there are finer brushes too, as you can see. So if you really wanted to get in some tighter spots, like there's a spot over here. The idea is not to get this so clean that I can eat off of it, but just clean it up enough that while I'm working on it, you know, I'm not so concerned that this needs to look like it just came from the factory on the inside, but I just want to get some of the crud out of it. Oh, you can also use this brush here on these switches here to get inside here. There's a felt in there with the switch. Ooh, big dust bunny. There's actually a pair of tweezers in this kit. We'll use that to get out that dust bunny. This is all kind of normal too, what I would expect to see on a radio that, you know, was a used radio. This is nothing alarming. Alright, let's get the bottom side, which isn't that bad because gravity landed on the top side of the board. Try to get some of the dust out of there before you hit it again. Yeah, there really doesn't much need to be done here. It's pretty good. Let's hit that with some air. All the shit that I just loosened up. You can see it all over the table. You guys see that? Yeah, we'll hit this again. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. All that crap I loosened up is being liberated from the radio. Alright, looks better in there. All over the table. That's all crap that was inside the radio that we're just getting out of there. Hit the front here, these keys, where I loosened up a bunch of stuff in there. Now the other thing I could do if I wanted to, this is not your standard rubbing alcohol. This is generally accepted, safe for clean electronics. It's a, I don't know if it's actually, it says 99% isopropyl alcohol, generally accepted, safe for cleaning electronics. If I wanted to, I could give this thing a bath. I could probably do that inside at a later date. But at this point, I'm much happier with how the inside of that looks. It's probably, yeah, it has a good shadow because the sun. I have to change the angle of the camera. Hold on a second. That already looks a lot better in there. I loosened up a lot of stuff that was in there that I needed to get out. Like I said, if I really wanted to, and I may just do that inside now that I've loosened up a lot of material, I could give it a bath with this, which I may still do. But at this point, you know, I'm about 13 minutes on the video, and like I said, there's not much more to show you on this. Like I said, it's not your standard alcohol you get from like Walgreens. It's 99%. Like I said, it is generally considered safe to use on electronics, to spray in there to wash the board. I guess the one concern is, you know, I'm not super worried about it, but you could move a piece of dust into something. Basically, I just hold the thing at an angle and give it a wash. This will probably more come into play when I start the recapping process to wash all the flux off the board. You want to wash your flux off when you're done, so that's probably more where this will come into play. But at this point, I have this to a point where I can safely work on it and not be dealing with a bunch of dust and crud blowing in my face. So anyways, the next thing you guys will see on this video here is the recapping process. So anyways, with that, we will end the video, and this is Radio Man, and we are out. Alright guys, I lied. I'm back. So one of the things that I did do is I gave everything a wash with the IPA, isopropyl alcohol, and you can see all kinds of brown One of the things that will do is that'll help with any odors, because it's a solvent to get any of that crap out, flush some stuff out. I also did the top and bottom cover. I just didn't show that on video. One of the things that I discussed was after every step, you should do a general function check. This thing generally worked. There was some issues, but nothing. I just want to make sure that it transmits and receives, essentially. So one of the things, if you've, I'm just going to put, I got the speaker right here. I got a dummy load on the back. Here, I'll show you guys real quick, too. I got a dummy load right there. Just a simple dummy load on the back. Already looks a lot better on the inside. The goal here is not to make this cosmetically appealing, is just to get all the crap and crud out of there so I can work on it, and just looks a lot better in general. So let's fire this up. If you've ever worked in EMS, the joke that I like to make is, before you apply power to this, shock advised. I got the top and bottom cover off. Is there anything in here that's going to cause a short and create more problems for myself? So I'm just going to flip her over. Just take a look. The speaker's still connected, so of course it's hitting a little bit. So we'll flip it over this way. That all looks good. We got a mic on it. So when I go to turn this on, you know, like, I don't have a screwdriver sitting under there like this. It's going to make it go bizarch. So we'll plug this in real quick. The clock comes up like it should. Here, put this front on. So one of the things I do want to point out is that just has to do with the refresh rate of my camera. That is not flashing like that if you're actually standing in the room with me. That's just my camera. So that comes up like it should. You know, I thought that those were too bright at one point, but those actually look pretty good. I don't know. Maybe they're fine. I said maybe I was going to mess with it. Let's see something. Let's just, for the hell of it. You know, actually those look pretty. I think what it was is when I took a picture of it on camera, it looks like hell on camera. But boy, standing in the room, those meters look pretty good. It's a little dirty, but that's okay. That'll get cleaned. It doesn't look great on camera, but standing in the room, minus the dirt on it, or you know, that, I think we can live with that. Let me turn the light back on. So that all works. Oh, must be plugged into speaker 1. Sounds like A&L works. Sounds like that works. Let's dial that down to 105. Here, do it this way. Whoa! Alright. Get my radio out here. Use my trusty Randy just to, let's see what happens. Whoa. Volume's at full blast. Hello, hello, 1, 2. Definitely working there on receive. Hello, hello. Next thing is we'll just try a little transmit check. Hello, hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So, I don't think I made anything worse by cleaning it. That's all the goal of this. I'm trying to walk you guys through the process of what I'm doing here. Turn that back. It looks like, let me just check the extra switches. Yeah, those are working like they should. I don't see anything here that appears to be a problem. It's working like it did. I didn't make anything worse, and that was the goal, just to come back and show you guys that real quick. The goal isn't an all-encompassing, you know, if I clean this and the damn thing doesn't turn on or doesn't transmit, do not go any farther. Figure out what you did. So, doesn't mean I didn't do something, but at least I know up to this point we didn't do anything crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to end the video here, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. This is Radio Man. Thanks for watching.